club.
All right, gang, let's really nail it this time. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship. Florida Lee on my top, this a Saints hat. This the third can't be been in, he a J-Cat. Nigga tryna steal the sauce, yeah, I hate that. But I ain't make the rules, I can't change that. New bottle, new wine, yeah, I can't crack. Look, flag on the play, they grabbing face masks. Niggas always saving hoes where your cape at. The only killer that you know without no face tag. Hell yeah, my bitch bad, Proverbs 31. Yeah, this is not a drill, I be 30'd up. Yeah, he about to crack the sky, you better hurry up. It's all bad when you see us hang that jersey up. It's mad brick, I got the blick with my cover on. He a fed, he a op, got his cover blown. Look, I'm really outside without no scully on. It's one West, bitch, I'm on with my brothers on. He got ranked, then he left, he broke another oath. I got the plate, we about to take another zone. They was sleeping on the team, now they comatose. Left his brother out to dry, I guess he wanna fold. Put the oil on his head, that's another soul. I try to tell him we a pro, don't do this shit at home. She unhappy, left her man, she a 304. He try to justify that shit, he broke the penal code. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship. Gotta watch these niggas, they be cointel. Lil' bro ain't never killed nobody, but I know he will. It's on me, yeah, where I go, yeah, that's the holy seal. My niggas itching when it's up, you better not touch a chair. Ooh, I'm with the extra, that's off the back. He ain't loyal to his brothers, how you follow that? She either working with her hands or she off her bag. Broke bitches, yeah, they done that, give me a heart attack. You see the banner, but my head, I'm a part of that. These niggas cowards, pussies, we don't want no parts in that. They let our warrior out of prison, he ain't going back. And don't be speaking on the truth, cause we with all of that. Look, before they started dissing, they was fans first. You will never catch me digging in no man purse. Really put my brick in, that's why my hands hurt. And don't be speaking bullshit, that make my head hurt. Look, I done burn my fingers from the Michael Drake. For the brotherhood, I done threw my life away. I never see him, tell him come out from their hiding place. We can't do it, we told them we gon' find a way. They rather march 1,000 deep, we rather feed the people. They wouldn't put on all black, now he reading Hebrew. UPK the standard if you speak on Hebrew. Don't think they solid, get with them niggas just gon' leave you. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship.
One West, y'all. I'm Shy Excel, man. And let me tell you something.
You get you shit for Valentine's Day?
We big steppers. Let's go.
Go get her, big stepper.
Huh? Okay, don't play it yet. Don't play it yet. Give me 1 or 2 minutes, okay? All right. Shalom, Israel. I'm preaching officer of 1,000, Thamayam, and I'm teaching the ISUPK Milwaukee law class. All right. Any questions or any scriptures you need to bring out, put them in the comment section. If you want to come up, the link is in the comment section. If you want to come up and be a part of the class, just tap the link. And the screen will pop up on the class. All right, but today class is about Valentine's Day. It's all about hate. All right, and I'm gonna have Kananya play a video And this video gonna be on the screen. And I'm gonna show you a good example of how Valentine's Day is all about hate. So Kanaya, can you go ahead and play the video, Baba Kashaw?
Wait now, he didn't get you shit for Valentine's Day? Oh, mercy. Leave that man alone. He doesn't give a shit about you. He never will, and the disappointments will keep coming.
That was short and sweet, wasn't it? Not short and sweet, short and rough. She said the disappointments would keep on coming. What the hell she mean by that? You know, let's believe it was a wicked black Christian woman that been the lieutenant for white people for a long time. My bad, the oppressor. Let me rephrase that. Black Christian women been the lieutenant for the oppressor for a long, long time. And they've been an oppressor far too long. And it's time for black men to stand up against these black women that, you know, promote the oppressor's agenda. Every time a holiday come around, like Valentine's Day, Easter, Christmas, you got these lieutenants pressing the issue, not on white men, not on East Indian men, not on African men, but black men. It's like the oppressor don't need a whip to whip your back like he used to. He got the black woman for that. You know, when it's time for a black man to be oppressed, he can depend on that black woman to do it when it comes to these goddamn holidays, man. And Valentine's Day is one of them. You heard what that black woman said. Play it again, Kanaya. Play it again. I need people to understand the mind and the mentality of black women today. All right? And after that, I want you to give me John chapter 8, verse 44.
Wait now, he didn't get you shit for Valentine's Day?
Play it again.
Oh, mercy. Leave that man alone. Wait now, he didn't get you shit for Valentine's Day? Oh, mercy. Leave that man alone. He doesn't give a shit about you. He never will, and the disappointments will keep coming.
Do that sound like love or hate? That sound like straight 100% hate to me. If he don't get you nothing, when the oppressor tell you to get me something, then leave that man. That's hate, man. That's hate. How can a murderer, I'm talking about a psycho killer too. I mean, the oppressor, he can't teach nobody love, man. He can't teach you how to love your damn woman. He don't even know how to love his own damn woman. But he gonna tell you to come, you know, on this day, February 14th, and get your significant other all kind of gifts. And this is how you prove your love to your woman. But did God tell you to buy your woman gifts on February 14th? Did God tell you that, or did the oppressor tell you that? The oppressor told you that. So who do black Christians love more? The oppressor or God? We're gonna see now, because God never told nobody to do this mess, man. I can't name not one day that black Christians come together and serve the Most High when He told them to. Because the Most High have holy days, and one of His holy days is for sure ain't Valentine's Day. So let's read John chapter 8, verse 44. My God. This is John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil. What? Ye are of your father, the devil. Back in the times of Christ, this was Christ talking to the Pharisees and Sadducees. And the Pharisees and Sadducees was black people that was following the Romans. The Romans are white people. All right. And these are black people that had the influence of white people back in the day. Those same Pharisees and Sadducees would be Christians, modern day Christians today. Modern day Christians follow white people as well. And whatever the oppressor want to do, black Christians is going to do. So guess what? Black Christians, they're going to follow Valentine's Day. They're going to follow Easter. They're going to follow all these heathen days that was not established in the Bible because they are of they father the devil. What do devil mean? Deceiver. Every holiday is deceiving black and Hispanics and Native American Indians. You think you following God. The whole time you following the gods of the other nations. The gods that the Most High God of that Bible hates. So you are against God when you follow Valentine's Day. How did we know that? Because Valentine's Day got a symbol of a God. And you might think this God is so innocent, but this God is called Cupid. This God is called Cupid in the Roman language, but in the Greek language, his original state and condition, his name is Eros. And he was the son of Venus. And America is so much of hypocrites, right? They took the Bible out of school. They took the Bible out of all learnings and, places where you can be advanced when it comes to knowledge. They took the Bible out of those places, but they didn't take their Greek gods out of it. Okay? They put their Greek gods in video games. They put their Greek gods in your schools. They put their Greek gods on your shoes. Hell, Nike. That's a Greek god. A lot of people don't know that. But they're going to make sure you learn about their ancestors and the gods they made up to practice amongst themselves. And you don't know because you don't know what the hell you worship, black man and black woman. That's in the Bible. When Christ was talking to the woman at the well, he told her, you know not what you worship. It's no different with these Christians right now. They think they following God when they keep Valentine's Day and Easter and Christmas. Whole time you serving a Greek and Roman God. That's what you're doing. And you so far gone, you don't even know because you put all of your energy inside Christianity because your mom and your daddy told you to do it. And your mama and daddy learned it from their ancestors, and their ancestors came straight out the plantation, and your ancestors of the plantation got brainwashed and forced with this modern day Christianity on them with the whip. Now the whip is your black woman making you go to the stores on Valentine's Day, not February 14th, Ottawa, February 13th. You are in the store in them long lines. Man, you should see it, man. It's ridiculous. So like it was a time when I was standing on Stockbridge, Georgia, and I went to a grocery store called Kroger. February 13th, it was a whole bunch of men, black men, inside of the grocery store. You ain't seen too many black women. And I'm like, damn, this is a phenomenon. This is something that I've never seen. This is real bizarre. Why all these black men, in the store on February 13th, when most of the time it be more black women than men in the grocery store? What's going on? I see boxes of chocolates, flowers, all kind of Valentine's Day gifts, teddy bears. And when you look at the black men real close and up close, you will see fear in their eyes. What is that fear that's inside of those black men's eyes? Losing their woman if they don't get them a gift. And black men should not live in fear towards their woman. You should live in fear towards the Most High God. You should fear the Most High, not no woman. All right? And that's what's wrong with us in America, man. That's what happens when you're not disciplined when it comes to sex and relationships. You fall victim to anything. When you in the truth, you understand that, hey, you can't take women in the world seriously. You got to get your woman in the truth. Because a woman in the world, she's not going to fear the Most High God. She's going to fear the oppressor. And the oppressor, all he do is oppress black people in America and Hispanic people in America. So if you follow anything that he got in place, you're going to oppress your people because that's his mission, to oppress black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. All right? So, Kananya, did Lacombe send you any more videos? Okay, no sweat. Okay, I'm gonna go to an article that I'm gonna read myself because I didn't send it to you. All right. Play a video one more time, Kanay. I can't help myself. I can't help myself because they will be in denial that I don't do this. I won't leave my man for no candy or no gift. Yeah, damn lie. I haven't seen it.
Wait, now he didn't get you shit for Valentine's Day?
From the beginning.
Oh, mercy.
Go ahead.
Wait, now he didn't get you shit for Valentine's Day? Oh, mercy. Leave that man alone. He doesn't give a shit about you. He never will. And the disappointments will keep coming.
Yeah, when it's really vice versa. She don't give a damn about you. And she's looking for fault. Okay? Black Christian women, you can depend. You can depend on 100% that pastor told them to look for fault in you, find a reason to leave you. And that's what they do, man. All right? And I'm going to prove it. So I'm going to read this. Around 53% of women in one study indicated that they would end their relationship if they did not receive a Valentine's gift. Furthermore, studies suggest that approximately 7% of adults have broken up with a partner on Valentine's Day, with a total of 19% experiencing a breakup around that time. The Valentine's curse. I'm going to say it again. The Valentine's curse. The period around February 14th is known for a higher than average number of breakups. Oh, I don't know if y'all heard me. Do I need to say it again for the comment section? Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. The Valentine's curse. The period around February 14th is known for a higher than average number of breakups. So that means this is the time where everybody, or most of society, especially women, I ain't talking about just black women, white women, black women, whatever woman, they will leave their man around this time. Why? Why would they leave their man around February 14th? Is it because this is a day that originated in evil itself? And what do I mean by evil itself? What I mean, is Valentine's Day the original name for this day? No, it's not. General Muhammad teaches the class every year. When I was in Philadelphia, I learned about this class every year. And I learned that, Christians during the time of the Dark Ages, they try to clean this day up. They try to clean it up. All right. Because it was a whole bunch of pagans celebrating Lupercalia. That's what it's originally called. It's originally called Lupercalia. All right. And Lupercalia is the day that you had orgies. You had men and all type of women just picking each other randomly, just like today. The day is randomly according to a box of chocolates or some flowers. If you get me a box of chocolates or some flowers, I sleep with you. I'll leave my man that been loving me all year long. This man been loving me for 365 days a year. But when February 14th come, I'll leave this nigga for you. Because you gave me a box of chocolates. Back in the day, it was the Cupid's arrow. Now it's just a box of chocolates. Damn, the box of chocolates is more easier than the Cupid arrows because Cupid don't exist. Cupid ain't real. He's a fake Greek god that comes from these damn oppressors, that make up gods because they don't want to serve the God of the Negroes because they know if they serve the God of the Negroes, you got to serve Negroes. And they don't want to serve Negroes. And I don't want to serve oppressors because I hate oppression. But, Kananya. Okay, somebody said they in the backstage. I don't see them. Oh, yeah, that's Shabbat Design. I don't see you in the backstage, warrior. Is something going on with the backstage or the link? Join him in, Warrior. I don't see him. Oh,
Hey, Shalom. Yeah, Bashmir.
Shalom, Lord Christ. Shabbat Zah. All right, most
God.
high Christ, man. All right, so where was that? Okay, I was at it's something I want to point out in the class. Okay, give me 1 minute. Oh yeah,
What article are you reading?
8, verse 44, right? Let's get back to that.
John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth.
Man, everybody think, hey man, we had to deal with these oppressors for 400 years or 500 years. Man, please, we dealt with these oppressors 2,000 years ago. Christ had to deal with these oppressors. Christ said, remember, if they hated you, remember they hated me first. All right? And they're going to hate you when you in the truth, and you don't celebrate Valentine's Day. You don't celebrate these pagan holidays. They're going to hate you for it. Especially that evil, wicked behind black Christian woman that follow that pastor and these oppressors. Right? We got to remember, man, this is a hard task. Back in the day, Christ would be called a cult member. He would be called a cult member because Christ had a small group of men. A cult is a small group of men that followed him. They didn't follow the practices and the religion of everybody of the world. So everybody going to be against you. And it's not easy. So when you tell people Valentine's Day is pagan, everybody going to be against you because you got to understand Christians are the biggest pagans that you ever see on this earth. Christians follow so many pagan gods, I can't keep up with them. Christians are more pagan than a Buddhist. Christians are more pagan than a Muslim. Christians are more pagan than any religion you ever known because they are unfaithful and they go to each and every table begging for somebody to serve their God. Christmas, you serving Nimrod. Easter, you serving Asheroth. Valentine's Day, you serving Eros, the Cupid god. I mean, you all over the place. You are not loyal for nothing. You're the thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Christians are thoughts, man. All right. They always, it's like they always lift up their dress to another man, man. Just whores. All right. And I can't get down on that Christianity. Christians, why would you choose a pagan day to clean up and make holy? I'll tell you why. Because it was the time in the Dark Ages where you had so many pagans doing orgies and threesomes. I mean, doing the P. Diddy on Lupercalia, February the 14th or whatever day before Valentine's Day. They try to clean it up by naming Lupercalia after a so-called saint called Valentine's, Saint Valentine's. All right? And we're going to get into Saint Valentine's. All right? That's later on in the class. But you can't pick a pagan day and make it holy. You can't pick a pagan day and make pagans serve the God of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because pagans is not going to unleash their God. They're going to always have love for their God. That we must understand. You must make sure your election's sure. You know what I'm saying? But these people back in the day, they want to try to sanctify Lupercalia. Well, Lupercalia come from the Romans, and they brought it back in America, and when they brought it back in America, it became a scam. Valentine's Day or Lupercalia always been about hate. It's always been about hate. Now it's just a scam. Now they get all your money and they advertise scamming you through your woman. They use your woman to scam you, and you're going to do it. I don't know what's more worse, Adawan, Christmas or Valentine's Day. I think Valentine's Day, because that one she gonna leave you if you don't have them Boston chocolates. What you say, Sharadazar? I've seen it.
Oh.
I've seen women. They probably ain't lead their man like, okay, according to the world, your woman can still be with you if you sleep with another man. But in the truth, if your woman sleep with another man, she is not with you. That's that man woman. All right. And in the world, a Negro could have a box of chocolates and get your woman. If you ain't do it, hell, you could probably got her a bouquet of flowers and a box of chocolates, and some Negro come along and still get your woman some box of chocolates and still get your woman. And y'all just share that night. That's the life of a black Christian woman. She don't know what she want to do. Sleep with you or sleep with him. Just sleep with both of y'all on Valentine's Day. But that's the day a lot of adultery is going on. But what you got to say, Sharada?
No, I agree with you. I agree, 100%.
Turn up a little bit, I can't hear the brother. What you say again?
No, I said I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody here agree with me on Valentine's Day because, man, if you got a woman on Valentine's Day and you don't give her nothing, you're going to have some smoke. You're going to have a vendetta. I mean, her mama going to come against you. Her mama say, that nigga ain't get you nothing for Valentine's Day? Yo, you better leave that nigga. He don't love you. The sister too. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, a lot of females on that day, you know what I'm saying? You would have had a good relationship the whole year.
Right.
Soon as Valentine's Day come up, she gonna tell you that she gonna go out with her friends that night. lying to you, about to go hook up with the dude that she's been talking to the whole year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the day where, you know, she feel like, well, you know, I can get away with it or whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying? If she planning on cheating on you, it's gonna be on Valentine's Day.
All right. All right, sir. I agree with that. Because that's the day you try to prove yourself to her. And that's the day she could pull a scam on you and say, I want to go out with my girls. I like your gift, but let me go out with my girls this day. Yeah. Do you really, if you love me, you let me do it. Exactly. Whole time the girls is the homeboy. Right. The side nigga. Right. And right. I 100% agree, sir. You on point. You explain it better than me. Damn right, sir. Triple Regards say they don't even gotta pay rent. All they gotta do is buy a car and some candy. Damn. Yeah, man. Shit. It is what it is, man. But it's all about the oppressor, believe it or not. It's all about the spirit of the oppressor. When the oppressor say, love me, love me. Okay? But God didn't tell you to do that. God didn't tell you to pick out a day when to love your significant other. But read that scripture again, if I could. Oh, you had it, sir? Okay, now you. Uh-huh.
He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there was no truth in him.
That's why every American holiday has no truth in it. It's lies. All the way 100% lies. And these American holidays oppress black and brown people. Right. It oppresses them. And guess what? He's a murderer. So he can't just only murder your body, he will murder your relationship. He will murder your marriage that you have with your wife. And what do murder means? It simply means destroy. Destroy whatever you have. Kill whatever you have. That's why it's so important not to follow these oppressors. All right. So on my flyer, right? It's 4 things on my flyer that I meant to bring out that black people need to know about Valentine's Day that I feel like it's so important. All right. One of them, I already mentioned one, is the Valentine's curse. Okay. The next one is gift expectations. Valentine's Day involves high pressure to perform, with men spending on an average $200, making it a significant day for assessing relationship effort. So if you don't spend more than $200, I know some black women, they want more than that. Most of them want more than $200. $200 is the minimum. The minimum, you know, that's not the medium or the maximum. It's the minimum. Okay, you spend $200, nigga, I still might leave you. If this man come along and spend like $500 or a band, hey, I'm gonna still mess with you, but he gonna get the most of my attention on this day because Valentine's Day is all about gifts, and whoever spend the most gift is gonna receive this whore tonight. If you're a black man is willing to spend a band on this other man woman tonight, you're gonna have that whore tonight. All right, and that's real sad, man. That's sad that your woman can be bought with material things so easy and fast in the world. That's why it's so important to learn discipline. And in the truth, we learn how to lose our women in here. You know, and guess what? And if a woman leave you for another man for some damn candy or some chocolates, that was never your woman in the first place. She never loved you in the first place. She is with who she belongs. And whoever she go to, you know, he might be a diddler. He might be a P diddler. He might throw her head through the window. When I seen P Diddy, I forgot that woman who was dealing with, right? But that woman, he chased her all the way in the hallway and was kicking her head in. Hey, that's when the women decide to call you. You know, when that man beating her head in. Don't answer that phone. All right. Make sure you put her on block. She got what she truly deserved. And that's in the Bible. A wicked man, what does scripture say, sir? A wicked man is that's right. A wicked man is given to a portion to a wicked woman. And a wicked woman is given to a portion of a wicked man. Yeah. So when she get her head beat in, don't stop her from getting her punishment. Let her receive it. You should say, Most High Christ, block. Don't call my phone no more.
It's like if I could.
Go ahead, sir.
Like, you know, a lot of sisters, you know what I'm saying, they value things. They value money and they value things. You know, rather than value having morals or, you know, having some type of morality. You know what I'm saying? I was watching a video earlier. It was a sister on there. She talking about she talking about how she'd rather have money. Like she do OnlyFans and she a sex worker, but you know what I'm saying, it feels good for her to go into a two-door condo, you know, driving a nice $200,000 car. You know what I'm saying? I think the subject was about having morality. Right. And then, you know, there was on her talking about like, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got all the things, the money, but you sold yourself out. You out there busting it for everybody, the whole world to see on OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing that's going to have huge effects and huge consequences later on down the line. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important for sisters to value, you know, morality, value all the things besides items and besides money. Right. Because we know what the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, that money is for the love of money is the root of all evil. I'm paraphrasing. Mm-hmm. So the moment you value money that much to the point that you love money, you know what I'm saying? You're going to go down some dark, you're going to go down a dark path, you know what I'm saying, for that money and for them things, which is, it ties back into Valentine's Day. Right. Valentine's Day, like you said earlier, a lot of relationships get destroyed on that day. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, the females initiate it. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got the guy talking about, yeah, you know what? We're going to spend some time together. We're going to chill tonight and stuff like that. Man, she want to go out and then she want to go and be with the dude that she's been looking at for the past 2 months. Right. And then now it's an opportunity. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, and not only that, she made it so hard for you because she really want to be with that dude. Right. Like when you go to take her out for dinner, right? She want a lobster. The lobster with the what else? Whatever expensive meal that costs the most, right. Especially that lobster, the red lobster, whatever. She wants that,
And she know you can't afford that. She know you can't really afford that, but she gonna try you on that day. And guess what? A lot of brothers go broke doing it, you know, because they're trying to keep that woman. And that's the pure pressure brothers have to deal with on Valentine's Day. And that's what I'm going into. That's not love, that's hate. That's straight up hate. Because if you love a brother, guess what? Man, you'll match it up with that brother on Valentine's Day. But they don't match it up. He had to do everything, man. Like I said, February 13th, you see nothing but niggas in the store. You don't see that nigga woman. You said again, you do not see that nigga woman. That nigga woman be waiting. Be waiting like a probation officer for you to bring that money to keep you out of prison. Go ahead, sir.
A lot of times to this day, these are where the prostitutes and hoes thrive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got a female that's on the phone with about 8 different guys. 8 different guys bringing you flowers and gifts and candy. You know what I'm saying? You going out for early morning breakfast for one. You going out for another breakfast for another one, and another one taking you out to lunch about 2 or 3 times. You know, and then all the way down to dinner. So you know, they give you cash, they give you whatever you want on that day. You know, this is where Valentine's Day is one of those days where you can see the real order that come up on, you know, these sisters and these, you know, these other women's faces. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Right. Hell yeah. And before I came into the school, I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that, man. I dealt with it.
Yeah, me too.
I dealt with it like, it's like, damn, I gotta give her something.
Yeah.
She might try me. Man, let her try you. Let her try you. And when she go to the other side, let her know she can't come back to this side of the fence. Ain't no what they call what's the word called, sir? Ain't no spinning the block over here. Can't spin the block. I'm gonna get that scripture. I'm gonna get the scripture too, because a lot of black women think they can spin the block and come back to you. It's 2 scriptures that I can prove in the Bible that God hates that. You can't go give your box to another man and let that man put seed in you, and then come back to another man and he want to put seed in you, and especially if that man knows that another man put seed in you. That is so suspect of being the P Diddler. You know, Diddy activity. You know, if I know another man put semen in you, I don't want you no more. Cause that is you know, suspect activity. What I mean, rainbow activity. Why should you desire and lust after a woman that been, you know, been sprayed all over the face and body with another man's seed? I can't do that. And ain't no telling what that man did to that woman. And here you come, kissing on that woman. You disgusting, man. But let's get I think it's Jeremiah 3:1. Come on, sir.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Greatly polluted. What it means for that land to be greatly polluted. The Most High, he use a lot of similitude, you know, comparisons in the Bible. And a lot of times he compared women to land. Just like Jerusalem or Israel, he said Jerusalem is the mother of us all. You know, he compared land to women. Why? Because you could put seed in land. And he compared man to the seed because the man laid the seed in the land. All right? So women are compared to land a lot in the Bible. So God said, you know, if another man come and put seed in this woman, she is greatly polluted. That means you shouldn't go behind this man. You shouldn't go inside of this land, because this land stinks. It wrecks. It's horrible. All right? Go find somewhere else to conquer. She been conquered. She ain't want you. Don't spin the block. And how can I prove this? Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 24. I'm gonna go inside the law. All right. Jeremiah was just giving you game. Let's go inside the law where It's actually saying God don't like this.
You said Deuteronomy?
Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 24,
verse
3, if I'm mistaken, sir.
Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 3. And if the latter husband hate her.
Oh, so like start from verse. I guess 1, sir.
Verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 1. When a man have taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he hath found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it to her hand and send her out of his house.
Back in the law of Moses, they was allowed to put away their wives, but it wasn't when Christ came, he came to reestablish that and said, you can't leave your wife unless she, went to another man. Because if your wife go to another man, she left you. You ain't leave her, she left you.
Yeah.
All right. Because the Most High God never intended divorce to be set in place. That's something that was allowed in the time of Moses because of the hardness of our hearts. Okay, because we we wanted that, but Christ didn't want that, and Christ came to show us how to fulfill the law. He came to show us how to keep the law, and the law was to stay with your wife, to stay with your husband.
That's right.
All right, not to leave your significant other. But if you go to if a woman go to another man, she has left her man. Ain't nothing you can do about it, man. And don't let her spin the block, because if you let that woman spin the block, you rob her of learning how to keep accountability, because a lot of women ain't gonna show you no kind of accountability. You got to put it on them, and how you put it on them, let them know you can't come back here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna block you, and you gonna miss this good, man, because men in the world ain't gonna treat you like a man in the truth gonna treat you, because the man in the truth gonna let you know sex is marriage, and I will never leave you. I don't have no bad intentions for you. I want you to come into the school and be a sister of the truth. And we try to make you great amongst, the sight of men. But if you leave us, a man in the world, ain't no man in the world gonna treat you better than a man in the truth. Because a man in the world is not a man of understanding. The Bible tells women to get a man of understanding. A man of understanding is way better than the man that has money. How many men that has money that treat women wrong and abuse women? Look at R. Kelly. Look at P. Diddy. Look at all these famous men that get money, but when they get money, they do the most wickedest things on earth. Sometimes it punishes me, sir. Like, how can you have all that money and just do these evil things, man? How can you have all this money and want a man, and you're a man? Huh? A lot of women say, I want a high-value man. A high-value man is not a man with a lot of money. A high-value man is a man in the Israelite school or universal practical knowledge. We the one who got all the value, because we know how to treat black women. We've been disciplined, and we've been taught how to deal with them. Men in the world know how to deal with black women and Hispanic women. That's why they put their hands on them when they get mad. That's why they leave, because they don't know how to deal with our Israelite women. But us in the truth, we are taught and trained very well how to deal with our sisters, man, and how not to deal with whores in the world. Men in the world, they deal with whores in the world, and the rainbow community, you got to keep him on the radar, because you don't know what the hell he's doing. All right, but us in the truth, you don't have to do that. But I was at the scripture, sir.
You continue.
Cover gun.
Verse 2. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife.
She may what?
Go and be another man's wife.
Because you put that woman away. Okay? If you put that woman away, she could be another man's wife. But if she leave you, she cannot be another man's wife.
Right.
Because she left you. How did I know that? That's in Romans chapter 7, verse 2. Okay? Romans chapter 7, verse 2. A woman is bound by the law as long as the man liveth. She is bound by that man. Christ at the well, when he met that woman at the well, she said she had no woman, and Christ like, no, you don't have 5 husbands. but you don't belong to them. You still belong to the first one. Christ let them know, let everybody know how to keep the law and what it is. All right. But first of all, who put divorce in place? Who said you can leave your man if you ain't happy? America. Right. America did that bull crap. All right. But let's I'm gonna drop that verse so like I said if I could. And I'm gonna go to my messenger. It was something that I had to pull up that was very important. All right. And okay. I pulled two of them already. Okay, the last one is alternative data. While some consider leaving 15% of women in one survey admitted sending themselves flowers on Valentine's Day, that means a woman will leave you, 15% of women will leave you if you don't send them flowers on Valentine's Day. Okay. That was basically the last one I had to bring out. So basically, if you don't give your woman a gift on Valentine's Day, she gonna leave you. But let's get Ecclesiastes 7:7. This is one of my favorite scriptures. You know, the black woman out of all women should know better. You know, to fall victims to the givers of gifts, but they do. You got it, sir?
Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Out of all the things that black women been through in America, you know, after hitting figures, when you came to the aid of the oppressor and helped him go into outer space, he still turned around and give you no credit. You know, he give you nothing but oppression in the end. You still go and follow this oppressor. You know, black women done so many things in America, just as much as black men have done. And you should know, whatever you do for the oppressor, he's never going to reward you. And if he do reward you, he can reward you with oppression. And that oppression is oppressing your own damn people, not oppressing him. So you should know better from the beginning not to follow these oppressors. But they give you a gift, a so-called gift. You think it's the gift. The whole time that gift is oppression. And Valentine's Day is not a gift. Them gifts you get on Valentine's Day or Christmas, you know, or your birthday, that is not a gift. That is oppression. Because it's going to blind you even more to who this damn devil is. All right? This devil oppress you with the days he appointed for you to follow him. And when you follow the oppressor, all you're going to do is oppress your own people because the oppressor loves oppressing Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And how do he mainly oppress us? Believe it or not, through his holidays. That's one of the days he mainly oppresses us through. Because that black man had to scramble. Some black man had to go sell dope. So you don't tell them what that black man had to do to get that Christmas gift, to get that Valentine's Day gift, especially your birthday gift. Ain't no telling what that black man had to go do. A lot of times, black men don't, and a lot of times, all the time in the world, in that Christian church, black men are taught not to complain, just to go through that bullshit and not say nothing. That's a true meaning of a man. To take all the bullshit from that black woman and don't say nothing. To take all the bullshit from the world and don't say nothing. How many times, I mean, when I was in the world, man, sometimes, you know, I used to come home and be like, hey, man, the boss man did this, the boss man did that. Hey, you know, your mama, whoever, your mama, your dad, they say, man, stop complaining. Stop complaining. Just do the work. The whole time, you don't know, they training you to be a goddamn slave, a good slave. A good slave. Because when you complain, you're gonna make massa mad. Don't make massa mad. But what did God say? Did God say don't complain? No. God said this. Can somebody give me Isaiah chapter 68, verse 1? All right. Did God say don't say nothing? Did God say keep your mouth closed like a good boy?
You said Isaiah 68,
verse 1, sir?
Nah, I got it.
I think it's we'll say raise that voice like a trumpet. That's
58 and 1. I got it.
58 and 1. Lucky.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Come on, I got it.
Can I answer that? Oh, go ahead.
Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry out loud. Spare not.
Slow it down for me, Shabbat. Say it again, but slower.
Cry out loud.
I mean, closed mouths don't get fed. Cry out loud. Tell the whole world what they doing to Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Tell the whole world, including your woman, what God expects. And goddamn what this oppressor expects. You know what I'm saying? It's what God expects. Go ahead.
Spare not.
Spare not their goddamn feelings. I don't care if the woman get mad because you don't give her a Valentine's Day gift. Tell her God hates Valentine's Day. Know what I'm saying? Real love from a man to a woman on February 14th is to say, I ain't getting you shit. It's like, y'all, excuse my French. I ain't getting you a goddamn thing. Kiss my ass. It's like, yo, we'll get flagged. Yeah. I've been buying your behind something every damn day of the year. I ain't getting you nothing today. I ain't getting you nothing. Holler at me in a week. But don't tell me to give you nothing when your white daddy tell me to get you something. I ain't give you nothing when your white daddy tell me to get you something. Because he ain't your daddy, I'm your daddy. Straight up. All right? You've been sweet to that woman all year long. When she need her phone bill paid, you pay it. When she need half of her rent paid, you pay it. When she need her hair done, you get it done. Now when this damn person say love your woman, you gotta love your woman. That ain't love, man. That's hate. She should already know this devil been oppressing you all the days of your life. She shouldn't come to you with nothing that he says. All right? Because she know how these damn devils feel about you. She know they personally attack you. She know that they will put their knee on your neck. She know if you whistle like Emmett Till, they'll come unalive you. And then a damn white oppressive woman will come 50 years later and say, he didn't whistle at me. He had a speech impediment. I lied. You know what I'm saying? Black women know that the black man and the brown man is the #1 enemy of America. But they still had the nerve to oppress you with these goddamn days, man. I don't understand. I do understand. It's called Christianity. It's called Christianity, man. All right? But let's get into some history, you know what I'm saying? Do anybody know why Valentine's Day was chosen? Why that name was chosen? You know, when did America start celebrating Valentine's Day? Why did it start celebrating Valentine's Day? Did it happen from the beginning, or did it happen later on in the years they conquered America? How did this day come about? Do anybody know?
Salaki, didn't Valentine's Day come from like a Greek custom or whatnot that they like remixed, a Roman or Greek custom?
Hey man, give me a head. They definitely remixed it. First it started off, you know, in Greek customs at Eros. Then it started to Cupid. Then when it got to America, you know, I'm gonna read this article with the Pope. The Pope, the one started this garbage, you know. All right, anything with America, you know, the Pope, man, the Pope do some disgusting things, man. Like, damn. You know, the Pope is the first one that started molesting little boys, started these holidays and started fake doctrines, the Catholic Church. But we gonna learn about this right now, okay? So let me put it up.
I got it for you. Which I got the article for you. Which one is it? The one.
Before we get the article, okay, yeah, go ahead and get the article, Warren. Okay,
Which one is
before you get the
first?
article, give me Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. Because this is the ISUPK Milwaukee Tuesday night law class. And this is all about the law. And one of the laws that black and brown people are breaking when they follow Valentine's Day is you are serving another God. And if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the first laws that were put in place. Do not put any other gods before me. So let's get it.
I got it. The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt not, Salakia, thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Thou shalt what?
Have no other gods before me.
That Cupid, what you think is a cherubim, is not a cherubim. That is a Greek god, all right? A Roman god, all right? Greeks and Romans, they are the same people. They both are from Esau. They are Edomites, okay? You got some that wandered in the land of Idumea, which is next to Jerusalem, and you got some that just was wandering vagabonds. That was all over Europe. And some of them went into the land of Rome, which would be, if I'm mistaken, I've got that land mass. I think it's Shittim or something like that. I forgot it. I'll get back to it. And Greece was over there in Antiochia, Macedonia, but these was wandering vagabonds that went into somebody else's land, unalive all the damn people, and took the land for themselves and called it that name. No different than the pilgrims coming here to America and taking the Native American Indians' land and calling this place America. Okay? But we must understand that these damn devils, if I'm mistaken, they brought their gods with them. And this god was called Eros of Cupid. The Romans called him Cupid, and now you buying a box of chocolates and you got this damn Cupid on a box of chocolates or on a bouquet of flowers. No matter what, you do see this Greek god. You can't ignore this. But guess what? Black people just follow anything that the oppressor shoved down their throats and tell you forget about the past. Don't worry about it. You better worry about the past. You better worry about what the hell is this Greek god is. Because God said don't serve no other God before him. You know what I'm saying? You're going to put this damn Cupid God before the Most High God of the Bible? This ridiculous and naked little baby God? Wow, man. You're going to risk your chance of rulership behind this naked little white newborn baby God with wings on it. That's really, that we see right now, that's on the commercials. What commercial called it? The Charmin commercial. The toilet paper commercial, even though a person telling you that this damn history is garbage. You see the same Cupid on a Charmin commercial, which is toilet paper, But our people still gonna follow this day. They're gonna get some candy with hearts on it and box of chocolates, and you better have it. You better have it, or that Christian mama gonna tell that Christian daughter to leave you, and she gonna leave you. and she ain't gonna look back neither. All right. So Shalakia, I'm gonna get into you got an article for me where it says how Cupid became linked to Valentine's Day.
Oh nah, you didn't send me that one.
Oh, okay. That's the one I got. I'm gonna go ahead and read this one for you. And, I'll see some scriptures, but I'm gonna read this. I want to get straight to the point. All right. Lupercalia. That's what you had. I don't know if anybody ever heard the original name of Rome. Rome comes from two twins that were named Rome and called Remus. Rome is named after my bad. The twin name is Romulus, not Rome, Romulus. Okay, Romulus is the forefather of Rome. Rome is named after Romulus. Okay, but these two twins, They said was lost in the woods, and a goddamn wolf had raised these two twins up. You know, and sometimes I be like, damn, I see why the oppressor love dogs so much. You know, but their forefather was raised by a so-called wolf, whatever. And Lupercalia was named after this day, after their ancestors, you know, and their ancestors will pick a certain number out of a box and match females up with men. All right. And they didn't do it off of learning the man and seeing that this man is fit for their daughter. They just put a number inside of a box and put the number out of the box and had all kind of orgies and stuff. It was just real disgusting and nasty. And this practice was practiced for a lot of years until we got to the Dark Ages. And this when you have the Pope that tried to change his practice. He tried to clean it up because there was so many pagans practicing this in Rome. And he got tired of it. He like, damn, man, how can I get rid of this pagan festival? Because a lot of people is just doing some horrible things on this day. So he said, I'm going to abolish Lupercalia, and I'm going to rename it St. Valentine's Day after this saint that was called Valentine's. You know, this saint called Valentine's, he married a lot of Roman soldiers during the time where Roman soldiers couldn't marry because the Roman Claudius, I think the Emperor Claudius, he wanted Romans to be so devoted to the Roman Empire, the Roman army. And he didn't want them to think about a woman. To think about a woman would you know, distract them from being all a part of the Roman army, you know what I'm saying, and fighting other countries and stuff. And he wanted them to be fully focused on the Roman army. And we all know the Roman army, a lot of them slept with each other, you know, same-sex relationships. And that was going on back then, you know, same-sex relationships and men neglecting their wives. All right. So let me read on in this article. Okay. Lupercalia, the pagan festival that influenced Valentine's Day. To understand how did Cupid become related with Valentine's Day, one must examine the ancient Roman festival of Lupercalia, celebrated on February 15th. That means they changed it to February 14th, America or Europe. All right. This fertility rite honored Phanes, the god of agriculture and shepherds, and involved rituals meant to purify the city, promote health, and ensure fertility. Okay, I'm gonna move on to this. The integration of Cupid into Valentine's Day is celebrated during the Middle Ages and the Renaissance era. Do anybody know about the Renaissance era? Go ahead, Warren. Yeah, Tony, you should write this out. Oh, shalom, Lord Christ. You say you know about the Renaissance era, right? Do you hear me? Take a pause. Sound trouble?
It's like if I could. The Renaissance era. I know the Renaissance era is when they started whitewashing the black images everywhere in Europe and all over that land and stuff like that. And I know the Renaissance period is one of the filthiest, you know what I'm saying, restart to white supremacy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the freaks, the freakisms, just everything. You had the bubonic plague. It just was a nasty time for the oppressor over there because, you know, they had all those, they was living in such a filthy way. Streets was dirty, everywhere was dirty, diseases, you know, from sex with animals and you know, it was just horrible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you wanna, and then people we know why that certain diseases exist, because it was a lot of that bestiality going on. You know what I'm saying? White men having sex with monkeys and stuff like that. Like, it was just a bunch of just crazy stuff going on during the Renaissance period. So, I don't know if that was what you was talking about.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, it's a bunch of all of that.
Damn right, yeah.
Can you hear me?
That bubonic plague. Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, brother. We hear you.
I had some. My bad. I had my computer went out.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm like the brother in Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
I had a call come. Yeah.
Yeah, Dominican Republic. That's like in the yeah, it's like the Bermuda Triangle.
That's my next vacation, man. That's my next vacation spot.
Hey man, let me roll with you.
My next vacation spot, man.
Hey, let me roll with you, sir. Yeah, come. But did you hear the question?
Yeah, you said the Renaissance era.
Yeah. I don't want to give his version already, and it was an excellent version.
Okay.
You have something to say?
Nah, if he already answered it, I don't need to answer it then.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Everybody answer different.
No, I was just gonna say the Renaissance era was when we ruled 1,000 years, and the oppressor didn't have the.
That's the Dark Ages.
That's dark. Okay.
You remember the Renaissance? Like think about it like this. Okay, you had the Dark Ages, now you had a Renaissance. So what would that mean? Like the Renaissance after the Dark Ages? Because the Dark Ages is when we was in charge.
Oh, so that's like the return, like the rebirth.
That's what it means, man. Yeah, that's what it means, rebirth.
God.
And you dug deep there, because that's what Renaissance actually means. Have y'all ever heard of the Harlem Renaissance?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. But why is called the Harlem Renaissance?
Why it's called the who Renaissance?
The Harlem Renaissance. The Harlem Renaissance.
The Harlem Renaissance?
Yeah, because it was a Renaissance in Harlem.
The Harlem Renaissance. It's because is the Harlem being gentrified right now?
No. The Harlem Renaissance happened back then, like back in the day.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all remember or heard of it. The Harlem Renaissance. Okay, the Renaissance that happened in Europe. Go ahead. I don't want to give it away.
Does the Harlem Renaissance have anything to do with all of the black people?
Yeah. That's what it is.
Like taking over Harlem.
Yeah. The Harlem is when we it's when we put our images all over the damn place. But guess what? Now what you say, the one Harlem is being gentrified, but back then it was a Harlem Renaissance when black people put all their images and you know how you got on the walls, like you even have it in Milwaukee where you got black paintings up. You know what I'm saying? But in Harlem, it just went like wildfire all over the place. Where it was nothing but black people. This same thing happened in Europe with white people. White people but what white people did, they did something real horrific. They came and took our images, right, like Otherwine said, and repainted our images by putting white paint over the black images. All right, because Shakespeare, if you learn about being romantic or romance, like who really made romance great? Shakespeare and Beethoven. Yeah. That's how romance became great. So when your woman say, "I want you to be romantic," even though it came from the Romans, understand this romantic language came from like when it became famous from us, because Shakespeare, he was more famous than Beethoven. Let's keep it real. and Shakespeare, his language was so smooth and immaculate. Like, I want you to be romantic, baby. Because that nigga had a romance out of this world. Like, right now, you still even see plays today on TV or might be in your main what they call I forgot what the main place of a city or the city hall, whatever, or the Civil Center, where they might have a play with Shakespeare, you know, a Shakespeare play. And this Shakespeare go all the way back to 500 years ago, man, or 400 years ago. Yeah, no, longer than that. Because that's how smooth Shakespeare was. And history is trying to portray him as a white man. This man was a man of color. He was an Israelite. All right. Slocky out of one, I didn't know that. Yeah, but yeah. Renaissance means rebirth. It means rebirth. So when you get Job chapter 9, verse 24, when it says he covered the face of the judges thereof. You know, who are the judges? The Israelites, us. He painted our faces in Europe. Because we were Europe for 1,000 years till the Renaissance era. And what was the most horrific thing that happened in the Renaissance era? What was the painting that they put up in the Renaissance era that messed up the whole damn world? That image of the beast, white Jesus. All right. So what was that? Salakia? Trying to remember what was that. Okay, I was in the article, right? And it says the integration of Cupid into Valentine's Day is celebrated during the Middle Ages. Okay, a lot of people don't know when it said the Middle Ages is no different than the Dark Ages. It's the same thing. So when you see Middle Ages, it's also talking about the Dark Ages when black people ruled and the oppressor was in hell. All right. During the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, thanks largely to poets. See, it's right here, poets. There's no greater poet than Shakespeare. And playwrights who romanticized courtly love. One moment came in the 14th century with Geoffrey Chaucer's poem, Parliament of Fools, written around 1382, which linked the tradition of courtly love with the celebration of Valentine's Day. Courtly love is basically dating, all right? When you court somebody. In Chaucer's work, birds gather on Valentine's Day to choose their mates, creating a metaphor for human romance. Although he didn't exactly, my bad, not exactly, especially mention Cupid in that particular poem, by the 15th and 16th century, Renaissance artists and authors frequently depicted Cupid in scenes of love and passion. That means after St. Valentine's Day, my bad, after the Pope made Lupercalia, St. Valentine's Day by trying his best to clean it up. In the Renaissance era, these oppressors brought back the same pagan gods they worship from the beginning of that day called Lupercalia. So they brought back the Greeks and the Roman gods. So that shows you that's why you shouldn't participate in none of these days. You know, even if you try to clean it up, they always gonna bring back the memory of their gods. They always gonna embrace who they are. They're not gonna serve your God at all. You know, the God of the Bible. But back then, you know, they should understand that leave those pagan holidays alone. But back then, they didn't celebrate birthdays. They didn't celebrate Easter and stuff like that. A lot of days they was against. They banned. All right, and they call themselves banning Lupercalia. But how can you ban this pagan day when you serving? When you try to reestablish this day on the same day that you serve God on, like you can't do that. Let's get Job chapter 14 and verse 4. All right. If this God was being served in this day, don't pick that day. Don't pick that day to make up a day to serve your God, because at the end of the day, you cannot serve the Most High God on the day you choose. You got to serve the Most High God on the day that He chooses. Okay, and the day that he chooses is a day that's of salvation, the day that he rescued you from harm. Okay, you can't pick a day you want to choose to serve the Most High. All right, you can't just do what the hell you want to do, but that's what Christians do. And the day they choose to serve the Most High is on a pagan day. Christians are very, very, very disrespectful, man. All right, like I said earlier in the beginning of the class, Christians are pagans. So let's get that scripture.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Job chapter 14 and verse 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
Say it again.
Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one.
Yeah, can't do it. You can't make this day clean. This day was unclean from the beginning. Lupercalia was unclean from the beginning. Easter was unclean from the beginning. You can't make it clean, man. That's like trying to make a pig clean. You can't make a pig clean. You can't. God said it's unclean. You now it says no, not one. You can't do it because God didn't tell you. God didn't tell you this thing was clean. God in the beginning told you what things was clean and what things was unclean. All right. And give me Psalms 96 and 5, Baba Kashaw. It's a reason why the Most High God wants you to separate yourself from the nations that's on the earth. It's the reason why he don't want you to be a part of the Chinese man, to be a part of the Arab man, to be a part of any other nation besides the people he told you to join. Read it, warrior. Psalms 96 and 5.
I got it.
Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 96 and verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
Say it again.
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
That's right. And these nations, how they set up their idols. A lot of the idols are, carved in statues, carved in some type of monument. Like the Muslim, they got that black rock over there. They got that golden vagina inside of it. I think it's golden. I don't know. I know it's a vagina inside of this black box that everybody circle around and kiss. And God didn't tell you to do that. And but the Muslims tell you that Abraham structured this rock, and Abraham ain't never came close to that rock. Or whatever they call it, that black box. They got a vagina in it. What else could be a idol? Back in the day, the Canaanites they served Baal. They served Moloch. Moloch was a statue that had his hands out, and they used to put a fire inside of the statue, and the statue was hot and burning. And the Israelites that wasn't loyal to the Most High, they used to sacrifice their babies to the statues, and the statues to burn their babies up. And God say, if you was to offer your seed up to Moloch, he told the Israelites to unalive these Israelites that sacrificed their seed to this statue that was burning hot with his hands out. Triple regards. This is powerful because my Christian family members truly think they have some sort of power to make these holidays okay to celebrate, like they can remove the uncleanness by pretending. Yeah. Christians don't know what the hell they worship. Christians don't know what the hell they doing, man. Christians just doing what they do because of their parents and tradition. Let's get Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. Somebody get that for me. So we running low on time. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7.
I got it.
And somebody give me Matthew chapter 10, verse, if I'm mistaken, 34. But go ahead.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. Ask.
So it's like in Mark 7 and 7. Mark. Salaki.
Oh, okay. I got it. Mark chapter 7 and verse 7. Howbeit, in vain do they worship me.
Vain means nothing. You serve me for nothing. Like when you do Valentine's Day, you're not serving me. When you doing Christmas and your birthday, you ain't serving me. What you doing is nothing. It benefits you nothing. All right, it's really destroying you and your peoples. But read on.
Teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
The commandments of man. The oppressor, the YT man told you to celebrate Valentine's Day, not the Most High God. You are obeying the YT man. All right. You know?
For laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold the tradition of men.
And what was the commandment of God? Learn not the way of the heathen. Learn not the way of the heathen. And also he said, I would not give me Amos 5:26, where he says about our feast days. Okay. The Lord said he don't recognize our feast days. In Amos 5:26. Let's get Amos. I think it's Amos 5:26 or Amos 5:23. Yeah, give me Amos 5:23, Shamadazar. You know, this is very heavy. The scripture in Amos where it says,
I got it.
The Lord won't remember our feast days, or he don't like our feast. Yeah, he said he hate our feast days. That's what it said. He hate our feast days.
God. Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. I hate, I despise your feast days.
Start from the top, because it's something that Christians say that God don't do. But damn, it's right here. Start from the top, read.
Amos 5 and 21. I hate.
I what?
I hate.
I what?
I hate.
I thought God don't hate. But God do hate. It is something that God hates. Read.
I despise your feast days.
What feast days? The feast days that you picked up from other nations. The feast days that you keep to ignore his feast days, like you're doing today. Christians would rather serve or rather keep the day of Easter than the Passover. All right? When you ask a Christian about Passover, what that is, they turn to stupid dude. I don't know. But they know Easter. They have an all-white dress on, and some of these niggas they have an all-white suit on with the rose right here in the little pocket and the bow tie. They know all about Easter. They know how to keep that damn day, but they don't know nothing about the Passover. And look at you crazy. What the hell are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Right now, they're going to celebrate Valentine's Day, but the Feast of Purim coming up. You know what I'm saying? They know all about the days of the oppressor, but they don't know nothing about the days of the Lord. And that's why God hates your feast days, because the feast days that Christians keep is the days of the oppressor. Days that God told you to stay away from. He have every right to hate your feast day. Read.
I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Yeah, when you go to your mama house or your auntie house or your grandma house and all your family members there for Thanksgiving, picking up all that goddamn swine, picking that big old chunk of ham with the pineapple inside of it. I'm talking about glaze too. You know what I'm talking about? And chitlins and sweet potato pie. I ain't gonna lie, I miss sweet potato pie. I don't miss that ham. But with the stove top and the dressing. Yeah, God hates that. God hates that crap, man. But your family members gonna be there. And you know how God hates Thanksgiving? God hates Christmas. God hates the days that you come together with your family on, because y'all might be getting along at first, all right? But your family members can't help themselves, especially those family members that got some goddamn money. Oh, the ones that got that money, they start showing out. And be like, I got this and I got that. Nigga, what you got? What you got? You know, you start comparing to the things that you have on this earth. And it all leads to degrading the person who ain't got no damn money on those feast days. And now everybody looking at you like, what you doing with your life? Why you ain't accomplished nothing in this damn YT man empire? When your family should come together and help each other, you know, because money is defense in the Bible. Money is defense. Money is something that you don't collect and gain to yourself to just show off to another family member and make him look bad. Chinese people don't do that crap. Arab people don't do that crap. Arab, they gonna let you work for them for a year if you're their family and help you get your own business, so you can show out. You know that we must understand these concepts that we should look at other nations do. Like you ain't got to read the Bible and believe me, but look around you. Ask the Arab man for a job. He ain't gonna give you a job. Why? Because he's so concerned of giving his Arab brother a job that's gonna come over here soon. He's so concerned about his people, he ain't got time for your black behind, man. All these nations think the same. But when it comes to us, we don't think like that. And that's sad, man. Do you see the Chinese man celebrating Valentine's Day? I ain't seen one yet. Have you seen one, sir? Have you seen a Chinese man celebrate Valentine's Day, Shabbat? Not the thought? Why? What? I like that. I like that. You get deep. I feel you. I get him on that. All right. That time, grab a mic though. No, we got two mics, sir. If I could, but what you had to say, sir?
Yeah, Shalaki. You know what I'm saying? Just like along the lines that Nathak said. These other nations know that, you know, these holidays is just money grabs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They know the game. You know what I'm saying? They're protected because they're united as a people. So, you know what I'm saying? Their goal is to make money, not spend money. You see what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah.
They save all the celebrating holidays to Americans and blacks and Hispanic people. You know what I'm saying? Why, you know. They're capitalizing on it.
Come on, damn right, sir. Damn right. And also, can y'all think? Okay, I'm gonna give y'all an example. On the comment section, I'm gonna mess y'all head up with this one. Watch me cook. Watch me cook. I'm gonna start with Kananya. I want to start with Sharadazar. I'm gonna start with Sharadazar, man. Sharadazar. Can you name me one Chinese holiday?
I really don't know.
Damn. Go ahead. No, a Chinese holiday that I never heard of Chinese New Year, but I'm saying a Chinese holiday that you know. Chinese New Year? What it's about? When it is? What it's called? I mean, do you know the name of it? Oh, okay. You know, no, I'm trying to say. I don't know if you're trying to get my point when I bring it up.
Yeah, it's like we don't know any holidays that they celebrate.
That's right. Right.
They don't push that off on us.
Right.
Push their holidays out on us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like it's not like Chinese want you like, yeah, celebrate the Day of the Dragon or.
Right, into the dragon.
Right. The only reason why I know about that was because the casinos be having it. You know what I'm saying? So
New Year's.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, basically, I'm trying to bring out is we don't know none of their holidays. We don't know the East Indian holidays.
Right.
The only reason why we know the white man holidays is because they've been forced on us.
Right.
They've been, we had to do it because we their slaves. If we were never their slaves, we won't know none of their holidays, man. And the Chinese man, he comes over here to America, and he might have his store open, But the Chinese man don't give a damn about Valentine's Day. Right. He'll sell you their product though, if it's on sale. But he don't give a damn about that damn day. Why can't we think like him? And the Chinese man, the small-eyed people, they dumb as hell. But they got common sense though. They got common sense. And the common sense is not to celebrate American holidays. And how you know they don't celebrate American holidays? Because their store gonna be open. And Indian man's store gonna be open. The Arab man's store gonna be open on Christmas. Because they don't give a damn about Christmas. And guess what? The ISUPK, under Commander General Yohana, our school doors gonna be open on Christmas, whatever day, because we don't celebrate Christmas. Christmas is just an ordinary day. We celebrate the Feast of Dedication. We don't give a damn about no fat white man coming down the chimney. We don't care about no Cupid shooting you with arrows, which is the box of chocolates right now. All right. Right now, if a Negro give a woman a box of chocolates, that's just the same thing as a Cupid shooting an arrow. He got her. I don't care if she got a man. You got her. Especially if you got that price tag on them box of chocolates. Go ahead. Oh, you need a mic. Kenan, you ready to mic out here? Come on, sir. Go ahead, Warren.
So, when you think about it, like even like if you just use your brain and you're not even in the truth yet, none of these holidays even sound logical. Yeah, they all sound like a facade, like some made up stuff. Mm-hmm. Like anybody with a real brain that actually think, even like a critical thinker, wouldn't fall for these holidays.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the rest of these nations are critical thinkers because all they think about is their people.
Right.
And that's what you're taught to do in the ISUPK, is to think about your people.
Right. Hey man, I'm climbing up to you as well. But a lot of people think that the ISUPK, we just hate everything and everybody. We hate the doctrines. We hate the doctrines and what oppressors have done to our people. But think about it. Are we the only people that think like that? When it comes to Islam, don't Islam hate everything if it like hate every other kind of religion or any other kind of practice if it's not Islam? Even the Christian church. How many denominations the Christian church has? I can't even count. You have the Baptist, you have the Methodist, you have the Pentecostal, the Apostolic, what call it? Let's start with the A. But you got so many denominations, right? Why did the Christian church have all these denominations? Because the Baptist church didn't agree with the Seventh-day Adventists. The Seventh-day Adventists don't agree with the Methodists. The Methodists don't agree with the Puritans. You know, the Christian church have more denominations than anybody on earth. And why? Because they don't agree and get along with everybody. So why you want to just single the ISUPK out? You know, we just tell you the truth off the rip. We don't agree with nobody but our doctrine. You know, ain't no compromising over here. But you know, the Catholic Church, all Christian denominations come from the Catholic Church, but Christians are ashamed to admit that. They are ashamed to say, yes, we come from the Catholic Church.
That's right.
Because you do. And you know how you know Christians come from the Catholic Church? Because the same thing that goes on in that Catholic Church goes on in that Christian church. You know, the Catholic Church, the Pope molests boys. What do the pastor do? Eddie Longstrode. Creflo Dollar. You know, T.D. Jakes called it the P. Diddy party. You know, they do the same things. They're no different. So yes, understand this. The Christian church is the hate group, but the ISUPK, we are a love group. We are warning you that you are going against your God when you celebrate Valentine's Day, Easter, any other holiday. You are going against your God. And I don't care how slick and smart you think you are, when you join the other nations or married a woman, you're gonna go against their God. How can I prove that? Do anybody has anybody heard of King Solomon? All right. What did King Solomon do? Go ahead.
If I could, sir.
Mm-hmm.
King Solomon started marrying other women from different nations, and then he started having to hearken into their gods and start worshiping their gods.
But why it was so heavy on this end that he did it? Like he was the king, but it was something else that he was or that he asked for. That like, why in the hell? I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. Let's get Nehemiah 13:26. Because it's something I want to point out. Regard says Slaki Adawan, he followed the gods of his wives, correct? It caused the people to follow them as well, correct? Go ahead. Y'all correct, warrior. Go ahead.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verses 26. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Yet among many nations, was there no king like him?
And why was there no king like King Solomon? What made King Solomon so great above all the kings? Even though he did this whoredom in Israel. Go ahead.
Is it because at one point he followed all the laws and statutes of the commandment?
It was something else. It was something else. Anybody knows? What made King Solomon so great? Go ahead.
Shalakia. So what made King Solomon so great is when he was taking over for his father, King David. King Solomon asked the Lord. The Lord asked King Solomon, like, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like fame, wealth, or whatever. And then King Solomon chose wisdom. He said, man, give me the wisdom to lead this people, to people. And for that, the Lord blessed him with everything. He got wealth, wisdom, knowledge, and whatnot. And also he was known for being the richest and wisest king on the earth at that time.
Yeah, right, man. And he was so like rich and had so much knowledge, like people from all over the world came to see him, including the Queen of Sheba. But don't get too deep in that, because then you start saying Halasiyai and what the Ethiopians be saying. Yeah. Go ahead, Warren. What he said? Enlightenment.
She's just another broad that gave King Solomon some box.
I don't know what she did or not. She did?
I think she was evil. I don't think she gave it the box.
I hope not. I mean,
he was back with it, he said.
He was?
Yeah.
But he if he did, he hit it and told her go and she went on my business stuff. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. But I don't believe it though.
If I quote that wrong, sir, just call me.
Believe it or not. Yeah, it don't say in the Bible. Queen Sheba just went to get knowledge and wisdom from him. Yeah, she bought gifts and stuff. Yeah. Like I don't think she bought that funky twat to him. African got no that. I mean, not Africans. Slocky. Trying to find a good word for them because we got to keep it censored. Yeah, the butt scratchers. Yeah. I don't know if a Judite can take that smell. I can't take it. I can't take the foo. But so like you. But King Solomon, if King Solomon was the wisest man on earth, what made you think you could marry a heathen woman and you won't compromise to her God? You know how many Negroes get with these white women, whatever other women, and start compromising their ways or how they act. You know, your pants might be midways, but you put them all the way up now, and your voice changes. And now you're not black no more. You're Carlton. You might remember Carlton? Now you're Carlton and stuff now, man. You can't be black around her people. And we go ahead, sir.
What they say you got mayonnaise on your elbow.
Yeah. Damn. That's a new one, huh? Yeah, he said
Get the mayonnaise off.
Yeah, you gotta be cautious now. You can't be yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and King Solomon brought in the gods of these other women's culture inside of the temple, man. And he was the smartest man on earth. So if he can't withstand the rain, marrying these other women from other nations, what make you think you can? You can't. You can't, because they don't want to serve your God. They have their own gods. You got to serve the God of your ancestors, because they're not going to give up Zeus and Hercules and the God of war, Kratos. You know, yeah, Rocky. Or Rocky Balboa. They're going to remember the gods that look like them. Black man, remember the God that look like you. All right? Brown man, remember the God that look like you. Remember your people. And the Bible says, I am black but comely. That's what King Solomon said. I am black but comely. You know? Yeah, we got to make sure that we keep the true black history alive, because black history in America is always being attacked and trodden upon. But it's our job to keep it alive. It's not up to the oppressor to keep black history alive or brown history alive. They're doing a good job at doing what they're supposed to do, and that's destroy our history. We're supposed to make sure our history remain great and make sure their history is garbage. All right? Because their history is garbage. Because ain't nothing they say is true about the history of America. The real American heroes is black and brown people. We don't want to build up this place. We don't want to fought their wars and want to form. And we never got no recognition, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's very important that we keep up this practice in this school. It's the reason why we are the #1 hated place on this earth, because everybody hates the truth. They hate the truth, especially them damn Christians. They got so much hate that they hate the goddamn selves. They hate being black. They hate being black so much that they're ready to keep somebody else's culture and downplay yours and make sure you want about it. All right? That's why I love this school. That's why I ain't leave this school. I've been in this school for 9 years. 9 years. Because I know the pain, the suffering that black people got to go through in that Christian church. It's pain and suffering for a man to tell you that you African every Sunday. You're a Gentile. That the pastor told me, you're a Gentile. And Christ brought you back as a Gentile to be a spiritual Israelite. Ain't no such thing as a spiritual Israelite. Can you be a spiritual Chinese man? Then you can try, but they ain't gonna accept you. Go in the store right now and ask that East Indian or that Arab man for a job. They're gonna show you you're not accepted. Habib gonna tell you, no, nobody, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Gonna tell you hell no. That's how we gotta start being, man. We gotta start being greedy and more selfish with the black and brown dollar. And stop messing with these damn corner stores, man. Start messing with, all their businesses, man, and start investing in our people. And that's what the Passover is all about. What it is? The 57th annual Passover. $200 per adult. Believe it or not, this will help black and brown people get back on top. This is not nearly enough of what you spend on Christmas. How much you used to spend on Christmas? I'm pretty sure it's more than $200, especially if you got kids. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got the mic now. You got the mic. Okay, now you bring the mic out here. Hey, make sure everybody press like and share on the class so other people in the world can subscribe to the truth. All right. ISUPK Milwaukee, Facebook and YouTube. Go ahead, Warrior.
I done seen the brother spend $10K on a bracelet.
10K on a bracelet.
For some evil bride.
How much you spend?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing.
You spend that on Christmas?
I never really liked the Christmas, sir. When I was younger, I was forced to celebrate it. But when I got older, I didn't mess with Christmas.
You don't spend like no money on yourself?
Nah, sir. I did not mess with Christmas, sir.
But what about Valentine's Day?
Not even that.
You buy your girl nothing for Valentine's Day?
Nope.
And she still stay with you? Man.
But my girl was Jamaican though, so like at that time. So she like they didn't really her family didn't really celebrate stuff for real.
You wanted a few, they had to go through.
I got lucky, I guess.
I mean, we don't say lucky in here.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got
that's another God. Fortunate.
Yeah,
may the force be with you. But
I definitely I was against that.
You was against that in the world?
Come.
Hey man, that's good, man. I wasn't. I ain't lying.
I was. I grew up celebrating Christmas.
Yeah.
When I became an adult,
but you didn't want to spend no money.
I didn't have no Christmas trees or nothing.
Yeah.
Even before I came in the truth.
But most of us in the school, most of us bought Valentine's Day gift. Most of us was in that line. I'm talking about that long line too. I'm talking about that line so long. Sometimes it used to curve and be to the other aisle of the store. You know, trying to get that box of chocolates. But what about you, Shabbat? Maybe I might be wrong. I know I was in the line. I had to get that Valentine's Day gift.
Valentine's Day?
Huh?
Yeah, Valentine's Day. I was always trying to smash something.
Yeah, but I'm saying, was you inside the store?
Yeah, I was buying candy and chocolates to smash something.
I mean, all the niggas is. I mean, all the niggas. that's the whole objective of the game. Like, what I'm trying to get y'all to see. Yeah, what I'm trying to get you to see. Believe it, even though you ain't play games like that, you got what they call secret admirers or a crush. You know how many women they have a man, they got a crush on them. You know, this is their perfect time to slide in and give them flowers or them box of chocolates. And she like, I'm gonna give it to you today. He ain't even give me a card. And what you used to do, Shabbat?
Go get some flowers and candies and try to smash something.
And you used to win too, right?
You know, was a shot in the dark, but every now and then.
What'd you say?
Every now and then, you know.
Every now and then, hit and miss.
Yeah, like a hit or miss.
What about you, Kanaya?
Salaki, I used to get rid of them this time of year.
Oh man,
bomb shit.
How used to get rid of them?
Hey man, you know, you gotta make.
I need to hear this one. I never heard that. How you used to get rid of them?
You know, you gotta make up that good story so they can believe you, and then right after the holiday or whatever, you know, put that game back on them.
Oh man, can hey. Can you buy me some, please? Yeah. Hey man, but it's foolish though. It's a foolish holiday. Very foolish. Okay. Yeah, come concert.
You know, Valentine's Day, it's not a win-win for a guy. It's not a win-win. If you decide not to get her a gift, she's going to go get a gift from another man.
Right.
If you decide to get her a gift, yeah, she's going to accept the gift and still go out and give her another man.
Right.
Just for the intention or whatever the case. You know?
It's all about the intention.
Yeah.
It's all about the intention. It's all about control too.
Yeah. Right.
Control. Like, and she don't see she had a control over you. A lot of times the women will leave a good man for a weak man. Then one where they caught something. They caught an STD. Or they got a rainbow man in their bed. That's what you wanted. You want that strong man. You want that rainbow man. But with that, true player, laughing my A off. Damn right. Oh, he talking about Kananya. Go ahead, Warren.
The only holiday that I ever celebrated as an adult was Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Conor O'Connor.
Okay, you like that turkey?
Conor O'Connor. Like it was just the food and all that. So I just had to have the turkey, the chitlins.
What?
You know,
chitlins? Man, I can't think that smell. Oh. Hey, but we all went through it.
But after I came in the truth, no more of that.
All right, man. Most High Christ. All right. But with that, do we got any comments on the comment section? Or do we got any comments out here about the class? Or do you got a scripture you want to bring out that you need some understanding on? If not, I'm giving everybody 1 minute to let me know. If we don't have a question or anything to say about the class, I'm just go ahead and get a class to priest and officer of 5,000 a coin. So let me know. I don't see nothing so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a class over to him.
This is the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, starting out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Roll for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she will get permission from the head to speak to a brother and sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. I believe we have the Feast of Purim, right?
Okay, sir. March 2nd, if I'm mistaken.
I think February 2nd.
February 2nd?
Yeah, I think February, yeah.
I thought March 2nd. It's up there, sir, but good.
It's like, yeah, we have the Feast of Feast of Purim, which is on March 3rd.
Wrong, March 3rd.
Yeah, March 3rd. Yeah, which you was right. March 3rd, 2026. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, headband, and scarf. And with that being said, men of Israel, imagine, would you reach to stand? We about to do a courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel. Ahmadi Shabbat. Ahmadi Barak. Yahabah Shem Yah Shah Barakatah.
Yahabah Shem Yah Shah Barakatah, sir.
Yamatar. Class dismissed.
Body 1 West rapper. Put on for my king, my niggas. Certified 1 West hitters, whoa. Go get her, big stepper. Hard body 1 West rapper. Put on for my king, my niggas. Certified 1 West hitters, whoa. Yo, what you say? No, we don't play you out your mind. Watch what you say, that type of shit could get you lined. And if you search, then let me tell you what you'll find. The city is mine. Just a mud, who became the pick of the litter. Now my name ring bells when you talk heavy hitters. Nice nigga, but don't make me transform like Thriller. Sam Cooke a nigga beat like I was born by the river. Go get her, you piss her, you get off of the shitter. Can't put you in the spotlight, you niggas are with her. Keep an eye open round for any nigga that slither. Cause it ain't no sunshine here like Bill Withers, whoa. Fuck you know about this life I live. How you gon' talk to me like I ain't lose no rib? Like I ain't lose no crib, ain't lose no kid. Ain't sleep in my car and I ain't lose no gig. Shit, I never gave an order that I ain't did. And I ain't never take a fucking thing that I wouldn't give. Always kept it a bill, homie, I ain't fib. And if I had to go sit, then I just do my bid. Yo, my whole team full of steel beams we can't fold. Your whole circle full of some squares you can't roll. That's why we always take it to levels you can't go. Talk shit, but you can see me with these hands though. If looks to kill like Cyclops, these niggas wanna see me in Pine Box. Know that on my watch, got a better chance to rewind clocks when you quit, nigga, when time stops, bitch. Go get her, big stepper, hard body, one West rapper. Put on for my king, my niggas, certified one West hitters, whoa. Go get her, big stepper, hard body, one West rapper. Put on for my king, my niggas, certified one West hitters, whoa.
This flow is award-winning. Torment him, bomb to death, I'm bored with him. Trash him, throw him away with the has-beens. Ice cold with the flow, I'm Alaskan. You was in the fucking jungle in the past tense. I be with the lions, they my friends, Harold Baskin. And like her, they'll never find a body. Tiger stripe tracksuit, feeling like Joe Exotic. Shit, I don't know what it is, but I know I got it. Feeling like Alonzo, surgical with the shotty. All you see is skull and bones, Illuminati. Probably, I be the illest nigga to do it. I just talk shit on the beat and they call it music. I just come provide you with heat, remain the coolest. You ain't never been in the street with all the shooters. I was sipping yak with rioters and looters. Gotta keep my boots laced, shoot straight. Run up on you with the deuce 8 in a screw face. It's bad out here, my style effortless. 2 hands hugging a Ruger, so affectionate. Lot of suckers don't want war, I'm respecting it. Biggest stepper, snatch your plate, the hood starving. Cause they got beard shoot trades like James Harden. Straight from NY to Philly, we still mobbing.
Go get her, big stepper, hard body, one West rapper. Put on for my king, my niggas, certified one West hitters, whoa. Go get her, big stepper, hard body, one West rapper. Put on for my king, my niggas, certified one West hitters, whoa. 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 Whoa.
One West, y'all.